I sold my Counter-Strike skins for this car. It's missing the logo from the front grille, some extra front bumper parts are missing, the sun damage on this car is actually pretty bad. On top of that, there's even some rust on the car, and the mirrors...
Yeah, this is also f***ed up.
Before I tell you why I bought this broken car, let's take a look at how bad the interior was looking.
This side is absolutely messed up because this dude tried fixing it with silicone. Like, who does that?
Only an idiot would buy this car. Now, before you call me an idiot, this was intentional. So I bought a very rough car with the idea in mind that I would sell my Counter-Strike skins and use that profit to upgrade the car and eventually sell it for a profit. And as you can see by looking at the car, there's a lot of work to be done. I already sold my Counter-Strike skins and have the money to actually start buying the upgrades. So let's do some shopping. As you can see, I'm on a very interesting location here.
One thing I noticed when I opened up the glove box, there were some papers in here.
And the papers are my sponsor for today's video, which is Skins Monkey. They're a trading platform for Counter-Strike skins. Look at their inventory right here. If you go over to the navigation bar at the top, you can click free $5 and you just fill in my code MATTCS, so you get a free $5 on your first trades. Click that little plus there on the top right of your screen. You can get a 35% deposit bonus. So if you deposit 100, you get 135. And last but not least, they also have the freebies tab where you have a daily, weekly, and monthly giveaway. So thank you, my G's over at Skins Monkey, for sponsoring this video. Maybe one day I'll make enough money to just buy my dream car from sponsorships right away. But right now, I'm just working on this car. Let's just hope I don't fall off the cliff here. So I completed the shopping list and sold my skins, and the budget is 385 euros and 92 cents. Let's start with the beginning over here, which is going to be the most obvious thing about the car, and that is going to be the clear coat repair. But I'm not going to spend any money on that today because the whole point is that I'm still going to be playing Counter-Strike to make that money, and I have a little plan. So please, Armory Pass, bless me, or the car's gonna look rough forever. But I did find something else, which is this ceramic coating spray hydrophobic high gloss paint protection 9H. So either this is gonna make my car look brand new, or it's gonna remove all the paint on it that's left of it. Just for the fuck of it, let's go for all the 1-star ratings. I've received the product, but the microfiber cloth was missing. Hello product, a lie, I would like a refund. Okay. On that note, let's add it to the cart. The problem with a lot of CarPlay systems on AliExpress is like, there's some of these that are cheaper, but they're just like slap-on modules, and I'm not a really big fan of that. It just looks kind of weird. I mean, it would work, but the one I got over here, it just really integrates well into the car, and I think that just adds so much more to the value. 2G 32G CarPlay. I don't even know what that means. The most important thing for this CarPlay especially is that it has a rear view camera and it has a microphone. I don't know if I can get those to work. The only downside of this one is 34 euro shipping. It's going to make a big dent in the budget, but regardless, I'm going to be adding it to the car. If we look at the front of the car, the front bumper is missing and that looks ugly. I mean, the car doesn't have an identity. It needs the logo. So I looked up the front logo bumper on AliExpress, and when I found it, I was actually quite happy. I mean, this is the part I need, right? And they blurred out the logo because they can't really show it for copyright reasons or whatever. But as you can see, the number one here is what I need because the bottom part I already have. So I look it up and it's 37 euros and I'm super happy with that. But then I add it to the cart and the shipping is 63 euros and that is just going to be too much. So what I did was I went over to eBay and I looked for the exact part that I needed, and I found some old cars that were selling these exact parts. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm using eBay. Did I just literally... The listing was ended on December 22nd. Last night. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? It's kind of cooked that this exact listing expired, but I'm gonna contact the seller and I'm gonna get something around this price range. The most important thing about this part is that it was actually 26 euros cheaper than the one on AliExpress. And the budget we have left right now is 107 euros. Next up, we have the mirrors of the cars for both sides because both of them were cracked. 16 euros for this and 3 euros shipping. This has some reviews. The reviews are pretty good. They got heating in it. I don't know how I can make that work, but I'll figure it out once I get them. So let's move inside of the car for a second. So we're gonna have to replace the gear shift knob and the handbrake. And I found the parts for only 8 euros and 63 cents, which is amazing. Unfortunately, there's a 12 euro shipping, which makes the total 20 euros. But still, for both parts to be replaced and look absolutely crisp, that is a very good deal to me. They only have one sold and they have no reviews, I think. That's going to be a Hail Mary. but if it gets in, it's going to make the car look so much better. And the next thing that I'm getting at inside of the car is the ashtray cover, and I couldn't find it. I literally couldn't find this exact part until I stumbled upon this website that sold the cover for 17 euros and an additional like 7 euro shipping. I'm just gonna DIY it with a piece of plastic and something else that I'm ordering later, which you guys will see. Back outside, if you look at the front of the car, there's some parts missing. So I added all the missing parts to the cart and also some top headrail protectors. At this point, the budget that I have left is 24 euros and 98 cents. And with that 25, we can do a lot because it's really like the small things that matter a lot. So what I said with the DIY part earlier was that I'm gonna do something myself with a piece of plastic and some carbon fiber. I mean, it's not real carbon fiber, but it's some film. I'm getting a 152 by 10 centimeter roll. There's also some other parts in the car missing that I do want to replace. And I think these little accents are going to make quite a big difference. To give the car more of a sporty feel and just replace the steering wheel cover because it was kind of worn out, I wanted to give it a new wheel cover here with the red thread. I think it's just gonna give that like extra, you know, sporty look to the car. So for 9 euros and free shipping, definitely adding that to the cart. Maybe I gotta hit up my grandma to get that sewing done, but I think I can do it. I added some extra items off camera that you guys will not see until the order arrives, which you guys will see in the next video.